What's up, guys? What a win for the Browns. I mean, and again, and they sneak another one. It's gonna. I mean, what? I mean, they just. This is so different than all the Browns team we've seen over the past 20 years since they came back in '99. They're gutsy. Especially the defense. The defense is just stepping up, playing they're playing for each other. It's such a different Browns team. They fight till the end, and I'm loving this team. It's the best team the Browns have had since I've been here in Cleveland in 15 years, 16 years. I mean, the atmosphere downtown was unbelievable after the game. I was watching at Barley, and we couldn't even get out of the place when the game was done. I mean, people till 9, 10 o'clock partying, streets full. That's what you want, man. That's what you want in downtown Cleveland. You need the Browns. The Browns make Cleveland better, make the city better, and that's what they're doing now. And the city is hyped, and we're just so excited. They're finally giving the city something. Um, it's the new Browns. They're the new Browns. This is a new Browns. Forget the old Browns that always let you down and always find ways to lose games. This Browns team is just different. I mean, even DTR. He had such a not. I'm not gonna say a horrible game. He just wasn't. He just looked like a backup rookie quarterback. I just found a way. The last drive came up with an unbelievable drive to win them the game. I mean, right now their playoff chances is looking really, really, really good. They even have a chance to even win the division still. I mean, if you look at Baltimore's schedule, I can bring it up right now real quick. Just bear with me. Um, Next, they have the Ravens on Sunday night. Then they have the Rams, which is, I mean, okay, they probably might win that game, but the Rams are still tough. They have a good defense. Then go to the Jaguars, then at the Niners, then the Dolphins at home, and then the Steelers. So they have a tough schedule. They have a much tougher schedule than the Browns. So the Browns really still have a chance of even winning the division. Miles Garrett looked amazing last night. He's has 13 sacks this season. I think for me, he's right now he's defensive player of the year. He's been amazing this year. Even last year, I said that he needs to step up. Because us in Cleveland, we always try to hype up a lot of players. I thought he was going to be another hyped up player like Joe Hayden was, because I never saw anything. I think Joe Hayden was the most overrated player ever. They just hyped him up in Cleveland because he needs someone to hype up. But this year he's stepping up. He's showing why he's so special, and everyone in Cleveland is so excited about when we first drafted him. And he's been balling. They gave him. I mean, I was at the Cavs game on Sunday against the Nuggets. They gave him a standing ovation. By the way, a nice win for the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell, without Levert. That was a big win against the Nuggets, defending champs. And the Cavs are looking a bit better. We'll talk about them some later on some other time. It's another discussion for another day because it's still early in the NBA. But just wanted to point that out. Um, I think uh, Elijah Moore is starting to get more into the offense. He's figuring it out. He had two great catches. Njoku is getting some big is doing some getting some big plays too. I'm really impressed with him because a lot of people criticize him, to saying, "Oh, he's not that good. He's overrated." I think he's been stepping up these past two games. He's been playing really well. He came up with very big plays in both games against the Ravens and the Steelers. Um, Kareem is helping us a lot at the end of games. He's stepping up when you need him to in the last 2 minutes. He did the same last week against the Ravens. Two big running plays against the Ravens last week. Two big first downs. This week again, the first play of the game of the last drive, big first down to get us to get the team going. Um, Ford, he had a good game. I mean, he didn't have a great first half, but second half he picked it up a bit. He picked it up a bit. I just feel like still the Browns. Their offense they need to get better offensively. DTR needs to. I don't know. I mean, I hope it's just because it's his first game. Maybe he needs to get more. into the reps and get more into the game. I don't know, but they need to find a way to step up a bit more because the offense needs to score more. Because I mean, their defense is gonna make plays. Their defense is really good, but you can't always rely on the defense every game. If you realize the defense in the second half got tired, they gave up a lot of big plays in the third quarter. Yeah, I mean, they're on the field all day. You know, I mean, how much? At the end, you're just gonna get tired, and you can see they got tired. But they kept their composure. They kept they just played their hearts out, and I'm so proud of that team. You know, this such an amazing performance. They're giving the city something to talk about. Um, Now, Joe Flacco was just signed on Monday to the practice squad. There's something I have to say about that. A lot of people say, "Oh, we should keep DTR." Okay, I mean, he earned his spot for the next game against Denver. I don't. That's fine with me. But I think if the Browns make the playoffs, which I mean they have a very good chance of right now, I think they should consider starting Joe Flacco. If they can find a way to get to the playoffs before the season ends and have like 1, 2 games to spare, I think they should play Flacco these 2 games, get him into the groove of the team, get him groove of playing again. And I think if they're in a playoff game, they should start Flacco. They should give. He has the experience. He's won a Super Bowl before. You know, if you because I think this team has a very good chance this year of doing something, because you can't just throw this season out the door. You know, they've had such a good season. The defense is playing well. I told you, defense wins championships. We've seen so many teams that won championships because of their defense. I had no offense. The 2002 Buccaneers, 2001 Ravens, uh, the who else? There's a couple more teams that had a great defense and they just didn't have a great offense and still won. The Rams did it. The Rams' offense wasn't that great. You know, you have teams that have done that. So I think that the Denver Broncos, obviously with Peyton. So I think that you can't just you have to give it your all this season. Like I said, if I'm them, if they get to the playoffs, they find a way to get Flacco in, get him some reps, let him get ready. Maybe the last game you play him. Obviously, if they're already in the playoffs, if they're not, I don't know. But I would play him in the playoffs. He's he's been there. He won a Super Bowl. You know, he's won a Super Bowl. He's been in big games. He's you know he's you know he's very experienced. You know, it's all about experience, especially in the playoffs. So I think if I was the Browns, I would do that. Next day, obviously we go to Denver. Denver is trying to play well. They've won 4 in a row now, I think. Their defense is starting to step up. Their offense still looks icky because I had them on my parlay last week and they couldn't even put the ball in the end zone till the end. So they have a bit of problems still in the end zone. So I think the Browns can stop them defensively, but our offense. That's what I'm saying. I'm worried about the offense. The running game needs to get going. If the running game doesn't get going, they have. I don't know. It's going to be a long day for them. I mean, the running game didn't get going against Pittsburgh, and you saw what happened. They couldn't move the ball. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see what's going to happen against that. That's a, they need to win that game. Yeah. So that's all we have for today on the Browns. We'll see you, of course, next Tuesday. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope everyone enjoys their holiday, and we'll see you next week. Go Browns.